in the quiet town of Hollowbrook, nestled at the edge of a vast, uncharted forest. Rumors circulated of a hidden gateway to another world. The townsfolk spoke in hushed tones about a place where the laws of reality no longer applied, a place where time stood still, and the landscape defied all logic. This place was known only as the Mysterious Realms. It began with the disappearance of an old cartographer, a man who had spent his life mapping every inch of the known world. One day he ventured into the forest, determined to chart its unexplored depths. He was never seen again, but his journal was discovered years later, half buried under the roots of an ancient tree. Its pages told of a portal, hidden deep within the forest, that led to a world beyond imagination. Intrigued by the tales, a young woman named Elara decided to find the portal for herself. She was an adventurer at heart, always seeking the unknown, and the thought of uncovering a new realm filled her with excitement. Armed with nothing but the cartographer's journal and her own determination, she set off into the forest, leaving the safety of Hollowbrook behind. The forest was dense, the trees towering above like ancient sentinels, their branches intertwined to form a labyrinthine path. The deeper Elara ventured, the stranger the forest became. The air grew thick with a strange energy, and the light seemed to bend and twist in unnatural ways. Time lost all meaning, and she felt as though she had been walking for hours, days, or perhaps mere moments. Finally, she reached a clearing where the trees parted to reveal a stone archway, overgrown with vines and glowing faintly in the dim light. The air hummed with power, and Elara knew she had found the portal described in the cartographer's journal. With a deep breath, she stepped through the archway and into the unknown. On the other side, the world was unlike anything she had ever seen. The sky was a deep, swirling mix of colors, shifting from twilight purples to dawn pinks and fiery oranges. The ground was a mosaic of glowing crystals, each step creating ripples of light that danced across the landscape. In the distance, she saw towering mountains that seemed to float above the ground, their peaks shrouded in ethereal mist. Elara wandered through this strange land, marveling at its beauty and strangeness. She encountered creatures that defied description, some with the elegance of mythic beasts, others that seemed to be made of pure light. The air was filled with the sound of distant melodies, as if the very realm itself was singing. But as she explored deeper, Elara began to notice something unsettling. The landscape shifted when she wasn't looking. Paths she had taken vanished, and the sky grew darker, the colors more ominous. The creatures she had found enchanting now seemed to watch her with calculating eyes, and the once soothing melodies turned discordant and jarring. Realizing that this world was as dangerous as it was beautiful, Elara tried to retrace her steps, but the realm seemed intent on keeping her. The ground beneath her feet became unstable, the glowing crystals cracking and crumbling. The mountains in the distance loomed closer, their floating forms now casting dark, menacing shadows. Desperation gripped her as the sky above turned to a swirling maelstrom of darkness. She ran, the landscape warping around her, the creatures closing in, their forms twisting into nightmarish shapes. Just as she felt the realm closing in on her, she spotted the faint glow of the stone archway in the distance. With all her remaining strength, she sprinted towards it, leaping through the portal, just as the world around her collapsed into chaos. Elara stumbled back into the forest of Hollowbrook, gasping for breath, her heart pounding in her chest. She looked back at the archway, now dark and silent, the portal sealed once more. She knew she had been lucky to escape, But the mysterious realms would forever haunt her dreams, a reminder of the thin line between wonder and terror.